Hello Gemini, welcome to my Wiki Tarot Love channel. So, let's see what this week has in store for Gemini. So I'm doing a love reading for Gemini and their other, and I'm going to be exploring the feelings and the intentions between you and the other. And then we're going to explore the unifying energies between the two of you. And from that, we'll get a sense of what the best way to proceed forward is. And I've got a whole bunch of cards over here as well from different decks, which I'll pick from just to get more information so that we can get to the root of the situation. All right. So this is for Gemini and the other. It's for Gemini and the other. Please show me the cards clearly. Oh. Okay. So the theme of the reading for today, for Gemini and their other, is Hierophant. Alright, so Gemini, what are your feelings for the other? What are your intentions for the other? What are their feelings for you? What are their intentions for you? And what are the unifying feelings between the two of you? And what are the unifying intentions between the two of you? Okay. Now, what are the unifying energies between the two of you? So, combined together, what do you bring to the equation? Combined together, what do you bring to the equation? 3 cards. Interesting. Okay. So, what I'm seeing is that there's a relationship that's not happening at the moment. So I can see that, well, we've got the Hierophant. Let's start with that. We have the Hierophant as a theme of the reading, and the Hierophant talks about, it either talks about the structure and the stability of the commitment of the relationship, so creating a sense of responsibility, or it's talking about a lesson or something that's needing to be learned from this experience with this person. Almost as if this person has come to serve a greater purpose, which is not necessarily about being happily ever after per se, but more so about teaching you more about yourself. Now, we've got the Devil card over here, and the Devil always talks about some kind of unhealthy attachment, or there could be someone in the connection that's drinking too much or taking too much drugs, or it could be a sexual issue where someone is not entirely being honest within the connection and, you know, having another lover or something. Just an example. So we'll find out now what the Devil is about. Okay. So what I'm seeing here in your feelings for the other is that the Justice card is coming up in your feelings for them. Okay. So the Justice is about cause and effect, and so it could have a few interpretations. You feel that they are fair, or that that things always come back into flow with them. You also, perhaps you have this feeling that that you want them to experience justice. I feel that something has happened within the connection. The Four of Wands is here for both of you, and it's upside down. It's in reverse. So it's talking about this relationship not being able to happen, this commitment and this success not being able to happen. And it possibly can also indicate coming out of a period of the actual commitment and the relationship, We also have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So it can either talk about not standing up for yourself, or it can talk about needing to come out of a position of defense for both of you. So you're both wanting to either stand up for yourselves or come out of a position of defense. And then you're both managing the situation that is happening between the two of you. So yeah, Justice card. So it looks like quite a tricky situation that's happened, because the Death card is coming up for them and their feelings for you. So I almost feel like they also are aware of the transformation that they're going through, but possibly they feel that this connection is over. And because there's a lot of confusion in the feelings between the two of you, we have the Moon card coming up. In the intentions, I can see that you are so you're wanting justice in your feelings. You feel with them that you want justice. You want things to be right. You want things to come back into balance. These are your feelings for them. And it looks like that they may want something to end. Okay? And like I said, there's confusion between the two of you. With you, I can see that you're checking out what has happened. You're reviewing everything that has happened and making new decisions with how it is that you move forward. So in a way, you're being more discerning about moving forward. For them, I can see that they're wanting to move away from what has been difficult. So, for instance, if there has been a breakup between the two of you, or if the relationship or the marriage has come to an end, they're wanting to get away from the difficulties that it involved. I can also see that both of you are managing this situation. It's not a great card to have in the unifying energies between the both of you, because it can also kind of indicate that there's an element of detachment to it if you're managing the connection. And both of you are wanting to and trying to come out of this position of defense, and the relationship is upside down for both of you, for sure. Now, what's interesting is we have the King of Cups in the unifying intentions between the two of you. So your intention is discernment, their intention is to move away from the emotional struggle of what's been difficult. And between the two of you, there's the King of Cups. So your intentions both are, there's some kind of maturity that's happening for you out of the situation. It could even be emotional. These are your intentions, to mature. So I feel that there's an awareness that this is bringing you some kind of lesson with the Hierophant card over here. So I'm still curious to know what the Devil card is about. And I can see that possibly there was an attachment to an outcome within the relationship. And whatever that attachment was to an expectation, it wasn't realistic. It was possibly a pie in the sky. Let's get one more card for that. And yeah, the situation is now, it's kind of reached some kind of stalemate with regards to the connection. Despite the fact that there are emotions, there is emotional connection between the two of you. The situation is in a struggle right now, and it's not looking good. So 3 cards for Gemini and their other. 3 cards for Gemini and their other to get more information. Okay, and I'm just going to pick some cards just to get a little bit more information as to what's playing out. Okay, so we've got, with the Lenormand cards, we have Paths, Snake, and Tower. And this talks about deceptive. So the Snake is about deception, generally, things not being clear, deception more. And Paths is about options or directions. So I feel that because it's coming up between the two of you, and the Tower card can be about power, it's about structure, but it can also be around isolation. So possibly there's, with regards to which path to take next between the two of you, you're not being honest with each other about this. Maybe one of you is wanting to be alone. There's a need for isolation, to spend some time alone after whatever has happened. or there is a theme of being misleading around the power and the directions to take. So let's pick some more cards, see what else is coming up. And then we'll take a look to see what the best course of action is to take with moving forward. Okay, so we've got peace offering coming up. White buffalo, calf woman, peace offering. Okay. Self-respect. I'm going to pick from the Wisdom of the Oracle cards, and then we'll pick from the Asha cards. Okay. This is for Gemini and the other. Come to the edge, and I'll explain to you now what that means. And then this is the Asha Tarot cards. So 3 cards for Gemini and the other, please, to give more information as to what this reading is about. Okay, so trust, stress, and morality. So I think that ties into the Devil card over here and the 9 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. And it's talking about the attachment to some kind of expectation or idea of how things should or shouldn't be. And this is the morality card. It's like black and white. It's very rigid in its stance, and there's an attachment to it, and almost like a defense to it, and it's creating an immense amount of stress. And so the card is the trust card is coming up because there's something for you to learn in this, and to trust that what's played out here. It's almost like, you know, if we do have these shadow aspects of ourselves or these rigid aspects of ourselves, how better to master it than to play it out with someone? It has to be given an expression, to be seen and worked with. And so I feel that possibly both of you have brought some of your shadow to the table, and it's allowed you to experience yourselves a little bit better. And it's not always comfortable and pleasant, but it's the only way to get to know yourself and to be able to work with aspects of yourself through being mirrored by the other. And so the coming to the edge card is talking about courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear and accepting risk. It's saying facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. And I feel that's what the trust card is talking about. It's like just dive into the unknown. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. Okay, so here's more information about the relationship. It's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up and voice what you need. State who you are and what you hope for. This is not a time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You will be glad you did it. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step forward towards the gods and they deliver you the whatever. I didn't get the rest. But that kind of feels like a good direction forward, taking a leap of faith. And so because we have a peace offering here, I feel that something has happened, and perhaps you've shown something of yourself that you feel a little bit ashamed of. It's creating a lot of stress for you, but you're wanting balance again, and you're wanting to make you're wanting things to come back, to come right, to come out of the period, the space of defense. And then it's talking about self-respect. Respect yourself. You are the best judge of what's right. So the paths, deception, isolation. So perhaps you are, with regards to this path that you think you're taking, you're deceiving yourself by being alone, and perhaps that is not the answer, because the card that I have here is home, and so I feel like it's saying that the path is towards home, what allows you to feel at home. Okay, great. So I'm going to pick one more card. Oh, before we proceed, gosh, let's ask the cards what the best way to proceed forward are for Gemini. Okay, that fell out. That's the Ace of Swords, which is talking about this paradigm shift that's needed, like literally sitting down with the situation. And I just have to say what came into my head, and I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but sometimes smoking a little joint as medicine can allow you to see a bigger picture and expand your vision if you're not able to do it alone. And this is what came into my head, so I'm just blurting that out. But Ace of Swords is about shifting your perception around the situation. That's the first card that came out. So let's see what else wants to come out. It's a paradigm shift. It's like the only way through is to change how you are viewing the situation, and it's about accountability as well. Okay, two more cards, please. The best way for Gemini to proceed forward in this situation. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that is interesting. So it's talking about your expectations, or this idea of how you wanted things to be, or how you expected things to look. It's linked to the morality card, the black and white card of right or wrong, shoulds or shouldn'ts. That is what's needing a reboot. And it's talking about actually taking the time to sit with it and plan how it is that you're going to approach the situation. So we've got the Two of Wands here, and it's talking about aiming for success. So once you can allow yourself to sit with whatever it is that needs to shift around your expectations, or around how it is that you feel that the situation should or shouldn't be, then the Two of Wands for me is, there's a letting go that needs to happen. And, the Two of Wands is about planning. So possibly letting go of the planning, of the need to plan, of being calculating about this, and possibly allowing the situation to unfold organically. So we do have the peace offering card, which is, I feel, is also about coming to a place of peace within yourself, okay? But it's giving yourself time to see how it is that you're being in this situation, how much stress it's creating you, because there's this rigid stance of how things should look, and it's creating this isolation for you, and it's just an unhealthy attachment. And the cards are suggesting you learn from the experience. The Hierophant is going through this experience of learning and allowing yourself to let go. So the Fool card and the Trust card are about letting go. And same with the Coming to the Age. It's like, take that risk, take that leap, and let go. So I'm not entirely sure what it is that you're letting go of. Okay. It's allowing your emotions, moving. It shows that you're very trapped right now emotionally, and perhaps it's hard for you to express how you feel or what's going on for you. I can see that you're going through some kind of meltdown, and what's needed for you right now is to ground yourself so that you can go through this shift and enter into a place where you have more courage to take the next step forward. But before that can happen, it's the paradigm shift that's needing to happen. So one more card. These are the chakra cards. And this is for Gemini. This is for Gemini. What is the best card for Gemini right now that will support Gemini? Okay. Yeah, it's the sacral chakra, so this has to do with the emotions. I think lots of struggle around the emotions right now. You know, Gemini is an air sign, which means nothing because you may have lots of water in your chart anyway, but if you do struggle with expressing your emotions or connecting to them, the work here is with the belly, the feminine center, the sacral chakra, and it's around fluidity, flow, receptivity, creativity, and pleasure. So, you know, to work with the sacral, something like dancing, put some music on and dance in your kitchen. Going for a swim, like really being in water and feeling the flow of water. Even in the shower, really allowing, just consciously letting these emotions get washed out of you into the shower, into the water, going down the drain. And then just, you know, some chanting or humming can really loosen up the belly as well. I also have a very beautiful meditation, which should pop up round about now. It's a very powerful meditation if you can stick with it, so I highly recommend that. It's a Balinese meditation that I learned when I was living in Bali. So thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best with this journey. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.